A British parliamentary committee has called for a compulsory code of ethics to regulate Facebook and other big social media companies to try and help limit fake news and other harmful content. It said this should be overseen by an independent regulator and funded by a levy on tech companies. The committee's report into fake news and disinformation was particularly scathing towards Facebook, accusing it of intentionally violating data privacy and anti-competition laws. Here's our media editor, Amal Rajan.
It's totally fake news. It's just fake.
The term fake news has entered the mainstream in recent years.
It's fake news.
In America, there has been grave concern that the election of Donald Trump may have owed something to the interference by Russia in the presidential election. An investigation by former FBI Director Robert Mueller is looking into the allegations. The nearest thing to that in Britain is the Culture Select Committee's report on fake news and disinformation. Its findings, published this morning, are scathing about technology companies and the legal and regulatory framework in which they operate. The committee says Facebook intentionally violated both data privacy laws and anti-competition laws. It says a new code of conduct overseen by an independent regulator should be set up. And it claims that current electoral law is not fit for purpose. Facebook say they have taken extensive steps to weed out illegal or harmful content on its platform, including fake news. But coming so soon after the outcry over Molly Russell, the 14-year-old who committed suicide after seeing pictures of self-harm on Facebook-owned Instagram, it shows that technology companies and those who legislate against them are entering a new era. Amal Rajan, BBC News.
Well, with me is Kulveer Ranger, who is Senior Vice President of Strategy and Communication at Atos. Kulveer, I know you're not feeling great, so thanks very much for joining us at this hour. So this issue about regulating Facebook and social media giants more tightly, more strictly, this is what the MPs would like to see. But can it ever actually be done, though?
It's going to be an uphill struggle, it has to be said. Facebook and other social media platforms have got international reach. They're global organizations for specific countries and parliaments. And the trouble Parliament has had, even getting Mark Zuckerberg to come to this committee and give evidence, which they failed to do, and they do cite that, and they're quite angry about this, demonstrates that Facebook's power far exceeds that of an independent country and a parliament. So the question is, how will international governments bound together to help meet this challenge? Because at the moment, we are seeing the concern around fake news, the harms information, the abuse online, the ability to manipulate populations in key elections. And all of this stuff is having a key impact on governments. But the question will be, when will bodies such as the UN and other international bodies come together to say, what should they do about these global behemoths?
I mean, some people will say, you know, as the horse gallops off into the far distance, that they're trying to bolt the stable door far too late.
Well, you could say that, Ben. I think the challenge at the moment is that there was a case of would self-regulation work, and people do want to allow these great successes. Social media has been a success of its time. It's given more power, freedom, commerce, everything to people, and we need to see what can we do to ensure that still remains whilst we protect people and help enhance its capability.
Okay, Kulveer, thanks very much indeed. Go have a hot drink and we'll go through the papers a little more a bit later. Thank you.